Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Catalogue with me, the Trunkleton. Today we are going to be looking at this Swampert Pokedoll from the Pokemon Center in 2004. This is the Japanese version. The US version is a 2005 Plush. So, before we get into this, I am going to say that I personally don't like Pokedolls. And I think this one looks a little bit too derpy. In my opinion, it really does. It's the eyes. It's actually the angle of the eyes. I checked on my figure of Swampert, and it should be more up like that. On each one, should be more rotated up, pointing up. Instead, the human way, more horizontal. Overall, it is a nice plush, though. I like the colors. I really like the colours actually. Let's look at his face. I call it him, you can call it whatever you want. Yeah, I really like the colours. I like the grey, I like the blue, the white, and then I love the orange. I am a big fan of orange. It's not my favourite colour, but I am a big fan of orange. There's a thing I would say about the plush is the stitching on the eye is not perfect, and you can see some of the orange through that. Let's see if we can focus. I cannot. Let's zoom in and focus. There you go. You can see some of the orange coming through, and that bothers me a little bit, but it's not a major problem, but that's just me. I don't think that has to do with age either. I think that's just how it is. So yeah, let's zoom back up. Make sure it's in focus. I love the little spiky things on the side. I don't know what they are. They're a type of gland. Are they a feature? I don't know, but I love them. They are stuffed solid, and they've maintained their stuffness since 2004. It's great. The colour is slightly different, and the material is slightly different from the orange here. Let's zoom in again and see that. There we go. So it is a different material. Hopefully the camera's focused on that. It's the stripy material. I don't know what it's called. Is this the minky material? If it's nice and soft, but you can see the lines. That's the only major problem I have with this type of material. That type of material is also used on the leg here, with black stitching going along to create the lines. And his feetsies. Right, this is another thing about this plush. Oops. Swampert has massive hands, right? He has massive hands. It's one of his main features on this. He has little ball feet. Honestly, these should have been big lumps in my opinion, just to help show off more that it is a Swampert. Because I really don't think it looks that much like Swampert. It has features of Swampert, right? But it just doesn't look like Swampert. See, it has this feature, whatever these are. It has the spiky orangeness at the side, big mouth, right? I love that. It's a big mouth with its, the shape is fine, but then the eyes are the wrong way. The hands are not big. And I know it's meant to be chibi, cute style, but still, you know, it's meant to have the features of the Pokemon, and in my opinion, that is one of the main features of the Pokemon. So we can see the stitching going down the middle. Here, it goes all the way down the Pokemon itself, follow it up through the tail, and then this is a separate piece here. So this is either one solid piece, and they've used the stitching to help create the shape, or it's 4 pieces of material for the belly and then 2 for their face. I think so, yeah. It could be like that. They do use stitching to help shape it up. Oh, if they made a Mega Swampert, it'd be awesome. We'll go on to these things. I do not know what they're called. Let me raise this up a little so we can see better. It's a nice material. The material all over the body, it's so soft that it's like a new plush, honestly. It's really nice. I like the colour of the grey. It's kind of like a bluish tint to the grey. Then you got the black lines which are stitched in as well. And it is it 3 pieces? It is. It's 3 pieces of material. Its middle piece is sewn up there to help, I guess, to fluff it out. There's not much stuffing on the inside, which I think it's meant to be like that. It's meant to have a little bit to help create volume. It does enough, and it's soft. It's not solid. I'm actually happy about that. It's not too stuffed. Like the head is really stuffed tight and is solid. This is not. But yeah, it just bounces back. The type of material on the inside, I'm guessing, is different from the rest of the body. Or I'm just not squeezing it hard enough. But I don't want to be squeezing that hard anyway. So let's look at the back. So this is the same, basically. I don't think this actually has any stuffing. Its tail has no stuffing in between. Or maybe a little bit up the top, unless that is the material been folded on the inside just to double it up to help create a bit of padding. And it goes all the way around the belly, and it tends to flop to this side. Let me lower it back down again. It tends to flop to this side, but if I was to leave it on this side for a while, I'm sure it would, flop to that side. But you can get it to stay in the center. The problem is when it does that, his back legs pop up. So when it's flat, he stands more. He is a bit top heavy. But yeah, you can have him. I guess you could try and balance him on all fours. So it's not going to happen. But still stands fine. Same material, same black stitching along the lines. It's 2 pieces of material, not like 3 like this, and it's stitched all the way down the back. The white of his belly comes all the way up, almost on top of the back. If you look at it, really, it is actually on the top of the back. It's not. I'd have to check a figure to see how far the belly comes up, but I'm assuming it's quite accurate. We'll have a look at the tush tag. So it's Pokemon Center. Let's zoom in on this all the way and let's focus. Okay, so Pokemon Center 2004. So I'm going to show you on this how you can tell, if there's no paper tag, how you can tell the difference between a legit item and a bootleg. So first off, you should be able to tell by the material. You can see that this has like a diamond shaped pattern. It's a little shiny, and it feels like material, doesn't feel like paper. Some of the bootlegs, it feels a bit papery. And the problem is, the Pokemon Center right now is using a very similar type of tush tag on their small plushies, like the Kutari. It's very off-putting. It makes it feel like just a tush tag, like a bootleg. But if we look here, you got Pokemon Center, and then it's got the date, and then Pokemon again. So this second Pokemon, where my thumb is, if it's a bootleg, it doesn't have the accent on the E. I'm not joking. The E right here tends not to have the accent on the bootlegs. So whenever I'm looking online for a plush or from a seller, I always ask to see the tush tag. This is the first thing I ask. Always, can I see the tush tag? And I want to see that it has the accent on the E, because that's the biggest giveaway. If it has no paper tag, that is the biggest giveaway. Even if it has the paper tag, that is the biggest giveaway, honestly. So knowing that, you can tell that it's a legit plush, that it has the accent on the E, that the font is correct. Let's bring it more forward. The font is correct, the color is correct. It's tends to be a brown to mustardy yellow color, somewhere in that range. They do have pink, and then you got the blue ones for the Kuji. The Kuji is actually made by Banpresto for Pokemon Center, so the text will be blue, and it's actually a different material as well. And I think my Mega Altaria special plush has a pink lettering on the tush tag. But yeah, so let's check the back. So once again, you got the Japanese. It'll always say Pokemon here. That's Japanese Pokemon. And then 2004 made in China. I do not know what the other letters, symbols are. It's first part, that's kanji. It's actually mostly kanji. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish that off now. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. I don't know, it's just a little off-putting to me. Overall, it's not a bad plush. It's an extremely rare plush, honestly. It's incredible how rare this, Sceptile, whatever, however you want to say it, and Blaziken, how rare they are as Pokedolls. They were all released at the same time. I'm assuming the same amount were made. they're highly sought after. These plushes are going right now between $100 and $150 without, in this condition, without the paper tag. With the paper tag, you're looking at $200 plus, easy, at this moment as I'm making this video. Anyway guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to watch some more, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.